One of the biggest questions that I keep being asked again and again is, how do I deal with my current reality when it looks like the opposite of what I'm manifesting? In this video, I'm gonna share with you exactly how you manifest your desires, no matter your circumstances, many times in spite of your circumstances, without being faced ever again, so that you start jumping into higher realities faster and easier than ever before. Hi, I'm Cristina, and this is the channel where we are mastering the success energetics and business energetics that allow us to create illogical results. And if you are here to grow your spiritual business in a way that elevates not only your finances, but also who you are, who you feel yourself to be inside yourself, how powerful you feel, how at peace you feel, how joyful you feel inside yourself while living an extraordinary life, then hit the subscribe button and the bell button and let's dive in. Guys, before we dive into the 5 secrets to navigating your current reality in a way that allows fast, easeful, smooth manifestations, I want you to know this. Everything starts with this understanding. It's the inner world that creates the outer world. In other words, this reality that you are experiencing right now is the creation of the inner world of a past version of you. And the version of you that you are right now is already creating your next level reality, the reality that you are about to experience next. Now here's the trap. The trap is not being able to see beyond our senses, not being able to acknowledge that there is more to this reality than what we can perceive with our physical body. And when we do that, we keep ourselves stuck with what is. And we start obsessing over fixing it, changing it, molding it in a way that gives us what we want. And that is actually just keeping us in looping realities. It's literally like having this old car and wishing for a new fancy luxurious car, and all we do is polishing the old car. That will not give us what we want. In practical terms, here's how this plays out in our day-to-day lives. I see so many people wanting more income, but they are stuck at an income level. And all they focus on is the doing, trying to tweak the strategies, trying to tweak the systems, trying to find other new business models. All they do is doing and more doing. And there's no surprise that they keep staying at the same income level, or even worse, they start going downwards and have income dips. I see people wanting more ease when it comes to their growth, but they are overwhelmed and burnt out, and all they focus on is how not to be overwhelmed and burnt out. And they get more burnt out and overwhelmed in the process. I see people who want to be healthier, but all they focus on is getting rid of the sickness. So there is no wonder that they keep on looping in the same vibration of sickness, and they don't really get what they truly want. All this is to say that when we are leaning exclusively into our physical senses and we only trust what we see as our circumstances right now, is literally like looking through a keyhole and believing that what you see through that keyhole is all there is. It's like a cat staying in front of a mirror and not realizing that what they see is their own reflection. If we don't like this reality that we are physically experiencing right now, if we don't like the reflection in the mirror, we don't go to change the mirror or polish the mirror. We have to focus on what creates the reflection, which is, going back, our inner world. And this is essential to understand. We are multi-dimensional beings. Our being has a human dimension that lives in this physical reality, but also we have higher dimensions, emotional, energetic, spiritual dimensions that can create what we want beyond what we see and what we perceive with our senses. Be a human in the human realm, in the human reality with our circumstances, but also be able to claim and use our multidimensionality and create our manifestations from there, from our higher dimensions. And this is exactly what I'm gonna share with you in this video. You will learn how to go back and claim and own your multidimensionality and use it for your manifestations, no matter your circumstances. Now, there is a second truth, and that is your circumstances are irrelevant when it comes to what is possible for you next. Irrelevant. It does not matter. It does not matter if you've been stuck at the same income ceiling for years. It does not matter if you are stranded between galaxies. It does not matter if you are locked down under mountains of failures. It does not matter if you've been carrying rocks on your chest for 15 years. It does not matter. It's not the current reality that creates your next level reality. It's your inner reality. And the way we access it and start working with it is by claiming our multidimensionality. So let's bring all this home and dive into exactly how we do that. The 5 keys to dealing with your current reality in a way that creates fast, smooth, easeful manifestations no matter your circumstances. So the secret number 1 is you letting yourself be in your current reality. And I know that this sounds very contrary to what you might be hearing, commonly. People saying that you should be ignoring your reality, you should be pretending that it does not exist. That's not what I am recommending. What I'm recommending is that you let yourself be as a human being in this human reality and do your best. Show up as your best in here. There is a reason why you are in this reality. So just be in it. And also let yourself be human in this human reality. In other words, let it be okay for you to have emotional reactions to what you are experiencing. It's okay to feel that this sucks. It's okay to feel that you hate it. It's okay to feel that you don't really want it. The key here is to unhook the human reality from what is possible for you next. That's it. That's the only thing that you need to do. Unhook what you are experiencing and your emotions to what you are experiencing from what is possible for you next. Remind yourself, no matter my circumstances, no matter what I'm experiencing right now, I can still get what I want. It is still possible for me, and I'm holding that possibility. Secret number 2. Focus on the awareness of being in the reality that you desire. And I want to emphasize something here because many people are commenting to my videos and saying, I can't visualize. So I can't manifest because I can't visualize. And here's my answer. I don't see like a movie my manifestations either. I'm not a highly visual person, but that is not essential, it's not even required in order for us to successfully manifest what we want. What we want is to feel ourselves being in the experience of having what we want. And the way we feel is by becoming aware of being in that other reality and allowing ourselves to enjoy the experience of being there. Here is where the concept and the truth of our multidimensionality starts to become really essential. Our human being can stay in the human reality and do their best there. But we are more than our human being, as we were saying. We are also an emotional being, an energetic being, a spiritual being. So these higher dimensions of our beingness can operate in higher realities. So while the human is in the physical reality dealing with whatever they have to deal in there, the emotional self, the energetic self can already move into a different reality. And the way we inhabit that higher reality is through the awareness of being there, allowing ourselves to enjoy the experience. In practical terms, this looks like this. If I would want more money, I would focus on feeling the joy of having money flowing in, the joy of seeing people paying me and paying me on repeat and being so happy to pay me because they love so much my work. I would focus on feeling gratitude for the ease I'm experiencing when it comes to my money, gratitude for the overflow, gratitude for having more than enough and more flowing in. If I wanted more higher level clients, I would focus on the joy of being able to lead these higher level people through the work, through our journeys together. I would focus on the joy of the conversations that are soul shifting and are taking us all so deep. I would be so grateful. I would focus on being so grateful for being able to celebrate their transformations and their results, because these higher level clients are so committed and they are transforming so rapidly and they are creating results that are blowing our minds. If I wanted more health, I would focus on feeling myself inside a vibrant, strong, healthy body, feeling grateful for all that vitality, feeling grateful for how free and how strong and powerful I feel inside myself, feeling grateful for all the aliveness I have in me. The whole point of this key is to enjoy being in your next level reality. Enjoy having the experience of being there. And you do that through the power of awareness, becoming aware of being in a reality where you have what you want and enjoying that experience. Okay, the third secret is to create for yourself a cocoon of transformation, a cocoon of metamorphosis. And probably you heard me saying this before. It's really essential to start filtering out as much as possible the negativity that we are allowing into our world, into our field. And when I say that, I mean limit your exposure to negative news. Remove yourself as much as possible from negative conversations. And instead of that, immerse yourself into a world where you are reading the books, you are listening to the podcasts, you are watching the YouTube videos, you are walking with mentors, you are being part of coaching programs, you are being supported by people who remind you of your power, your gifts, and what is possible for you next. This is your cocoon of metamorphosis, and I find it quite essential while we are manifesting. Now, the fourth secret is to release resistance when it comes to our current reality. And I want to give you here two directions of shifts. The first one is we can look at our reality and what we have in this reality as facts, but not truths. Example, the fact might be right now that you are stuck at an income ceiling. But the truth is that you are already a wealthy being. You are wealthy, you are abundant, you are starting to become magnetic to more money, to more opportunities. The fact might be that you are sick, but the truth is that you are already vibrant, you are already healthy, you are already strong, you are already powerful, you are already energetic inside your body. The fact might be that you are heartbroken, but the truth is that you are lovable, you are so loved, and you are in such a soul-filling relationship. You see what I'm doing here? I'm acknowledging the facts. They are facts. They happen in our physical reality, but the facts don't necessarily need to be our truth, because we are a multidimensional being, because what the human is experiencing is not necessarily the truth for the higher dimensions of our beingness. So then we can hold on to the assumption that we already have what we want and make that be our truth, so that we stay into the vibration of what we want and become a match for receiving it, no matter what is happening in terms of facts. So here's my question for you. What are your truths? What is your truth when it comes to what you are manifesting right now? Share in the comments. The second direction when it comes to releasing resistance around our current reality is pivoting inside and reminding yourself, this is what me getting my desire manifested looks like right now. This is what my path to my desire being manifested looks like right now. This is me getting my desire right now, and this is how it looks like right now. And no matter my circumstances, I still can get what I want. It is possible for me, and I'm holding that possibility now. So pivot internally, and always assume, it's always based on assumption, always assume that what you are experiencing right now is part of the bigger plan. Now, having said that, there is something that is called the bridge of incidents. It's a term that was coined by Neville Goddard, and it refers to the sequence of events that need to happen for you to actually receive what you want, for your manifestation to come through. Now, here's the truth. This bridge of incidents many times might look like nothing that we expected it to look like. And we might be in the middle of our manifestation and experience a reality that looks like what we want is nowhere near. We are in the opposite direction. What we want is nowhere to be seen, and definitely it looks like the manifestation is not working. But let me tell you, we can only judge things in hindsight. And I have innumerous stories about moments when what I wanted in terms of manifestation was the opposite of what I was experiencing inside the process of my manifestation. For instance, there was one moment in my business where I felt I was ready. I was ready for my next level of growth. I was ready for my next level of impact. I was ready for my next level of income also. And the next thing that happened while I was starting this next level manifestation was that my business model stopped working. Everything that had been working until there stopped working. It was something extraordinarily frustrating, and it was definitely not what I was having in mind when I was manifesting my next level business. But guess what? Being in that uncomfortable position of nothing that was working before working anymore made me start exploring new ways, more aligned ways of growing my business. And things that were in front of my eyes since forever became suddenly visible. And I started taking the steps, and I started building what I am now expanding, and my business started to explode. And one of these ways was dedicating myself to growing this YouTube channel that I had for years, but I only remembered about it a few months ago. And here we are with a business that is now exploding based on the growth of my YouTube channel and having more alignment and more ease than ever. But it did not look like this at all in the middle of the manifestation. Or another example from my own life is I wanted a better way of feeling inside myself. I really was longing for more lightheartedness, for being more relaxed inside my body, feeling better inside my life. I had everything. I had, a good business until it stopped working, but I was feeling stressed. I was feeling under pressure. I really didn't like the way I was feeling inside myself. And guess what happened? I manifested a rock bottom health crisis. And when I was in the middle of the rock bottom health crisis, it definitely did not look like it was taking me to a place where I am more at peace with myself, with life, more joyful, more lighthearted, more bright inside and outside. It did not look like that. But in hindsight, I needed that health crisis in order to become who I am today, this version of me that I was longing for. So here are my 2 cents on this. The bridge of incidents can be quite rough, and what we experience there might look like what we are manifesting is not working, but in hindsight, that is exactly the missing piece. That is exactly the stepping stone that is taking us to where we want to arrive. So hold always on to the conviction that this is how it looks like for me to receive my manifestation. This is me receiving my manifestation right now, and always assume that you are on the right path and hold the possibility. Now, I have a pro tip that I discovered the hard way, as you could see. And that is, we can mitigate the roughness of the bridge of incidents by deciding from the beginning how we want our manifestation to feel. And hear me out. In those moments when you focus on the awareness of being in the experience of having what you want and moving your energy and your emotions into that higher level reality, when you do that, you can also choose, you can also decide how you are feeling, how you've been feeling through the manifesting, and how you are feeling now once that the manifestation is done. Feel the feelings of, I got what I wanted, I manifested what I wanted, it's so much better than I imagined, and it was so easeful, it was so fun, it was so fast, and I'm so freaking grateful for how aligned and smooth everything happened. So you see, it's also choosing from the inside how we want our manifestation to happen. We have that power and we can use it. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. I would be so grateful, and it will also help the algorithm to show this video to more people. And let me know in the comments, what was your bigger realizations? What is your takeaway? And if you are vibing with this work that I'm sharing with you, hit the subscribe button and the bell button so that you get notified when I post a new video that might interest you. Lastly, I recommend you to watch next this video. Do this to fully shift your realities right now.